Let's create some renderings. You're going to have a rendering of each room in the house, not the closets, but each, bedroom, the mudroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, and the bathroom. You don't have to do the pantry. So you're going to make renderings of the interior, and I need renderings of the exterior. So let me walk you through how to make interior renderings first. We already have our ceilings and our lights, so you need to be in the furniture plan. You need to be in the furniture plan, and to create a rendering, you're going to go up to the top to your camera, and then you're going to place a camera in the direction of what you want to render. So I'm going to make a rendering of the living room area. So I'm going to kind of move it back towards the kitchen, but spread my camera view out to see the living room. There we go. Now, what you can do is you can adjust this. I really don't need to see that much ceiling. I would like to see a little more of the living area. So you can open up your window to show you more of your view. Now, down at the bottom of your screen, you have the little teapot, Show Rendering Dialog. When you click that, with our computers in the lab, we probably could have knocked this up to high, but with your school laptop, I really wouldn't go any farther than medium. So you want to change your setting to medium, and we are inside, so we have to change our scheme. We need to change it to interior, sun, and artificial. You can change the lighting if you want, the sun setting lighting. So if you click these little three dots, if you want to tell it we are in Rock Hill, you can click still and then move out to your map. I'm going to change my time of day. So I'm going to put it at 3:30 in the afternoon. Click apply. Okay. And then now you can click your render button. So it's going to take a little bit to move through your render. So just be patient. The higher the quality setting, the slower the render is going to be. So make sure that you place your cameras in each room, kind of showcasing the things that you've placed in it. I will tell you, when you place a camera in the bathroom, for some reason, in everybody's plan, in everybody's house plan, no matter how they design the house, it seems like sometimes when we place a camera in the bathroom, it just renders out all black. So you just may have to place another camera and just move it a little and then render it out. So everything on the inside of the house is going to be rendered on interior, sun, and artificial. Now, when I've rendered all of these different rooms, I noticed they are still dark, even though we have lights in there and it's bright outside. So every single one of these, I've had to adjust the exposure. So just start with a little. Remember, if you move that slider all the way over, it's going to look like the sun exploded inside your living room. So just be patient with that. Sometimes you may want to check what lights you've added. The candles give off lights. This lamp, this is just a regular table lamp, it gives off light. This is a table with a lamp. I'm not sure if it gives off any light or not. There's a couple other lamps in there that do not give off light, and that's okay, as long as you've got enough light in the room to see the rendering, it's fine. So you're going to create an interior render of every room in the house. I also need at least 4 exterior renderings. So show me the front of the house, show me a different view of the deck, show me the backyard, that type thing. So different views of the outside. Now you will need a render of the front of the house for the cover. You will also need a second rendering of the kitchen. So the renderings that you use for the cover and the kitchen cannot be used in the renders sheet. Revit will not allow you to use the same rendering twice in a floor plan. So be patient with the renderings. You see this is going to take, quite a little bit to render this through, but then once you render it, go to adjust exposure, maybe lighten it up a little bit, and then you have to click save to project. If you do not save to project, you didn't save anything. The rendering is not there. So once you render this out, you adjust your exposure and you save to project. I'm going to cancel this because I already have a rendering in the living room I can show you. I just wanted to show you that process. So once you render, it creates a section in your floor plans called renderings. So when you save to project, try to give them a name that makes sense in where it is, so when you need it again, you can find it. So it will create renderings underneath your sections. So you see I have kitchen. I've created a rendering of the kitchen. I have the laundry room. So every room in the house, you need to make a rendering. Then you need to make renderings of the exterior. So when you're making your interior renderings, you want to be in furniture plan. To make an exterior rendering, you need to be in site plan. And even though I have cropped this site plan in a little bit, it's okay to stretch that camera out. So if you've got more trees back in the background here, if you've added some things around it, you can still see it when you pull that camera through. So when you create your renderings, you want to get a nice one of the front of the house. So think about how you'd like that to look and stretch that back so it gets the back area. And then for the outside of the house, you're going to use exterior, sun, and artificial. You can also, if you want a nighttime rendering, if you want to use just interior artificial only, that will kind of turn all the lights on, but it'll leave it dark outside. So it'll make it look like that it's nighttime. So play with the renderings, change the scheme, the lighting, the time of day, and create some nice looking renderings. These are little spotlights that I've placed outside, and that's in your lighting folder, and they give off light. We have lamps, that's in your lighting folder. You can do street lights. There's some different little spotlights that you can place around if you want to. And these are sconce lights that I've put on the outside of the house. So have fun with it. Add some things to your yard. I think there's some fountains, there's some fire pits, there's some statues, play sets. If you want Optimus Prime in your yard, that is perfectly fine. I'm fine with it. Have fun with it. So create your renderings, and then we'll start to build the plan and get ready to print.